Hey guys, let's talk about outreaching for your digital PR campaign and how to do it the right way. Because there's been a lot of talk about, you should outreach to thousands and thousands of journalists. It's going to lead to the best results. But is it really better to outreach to a ton of journalists, or is it better to have a more targeted approach? Hey guys, if we haven't met, my name is Gabriela Covey, and I am the founder and owner of Bright Valley Marketing, a performance-based digital PR agency. So I've been doing this since 2016, and I've seen what works and what doesn't work when it comes to outreach. So in a nutshell, no, it's really not better to outreach to thousands and thousands upon thousands of journalists. It might sound good in theory, but it's really not, and here's why. If you're outreaching to basically all the journalists you can think of and their grandmas, you're gonna end up really bothering some journalists that will think your press release is not relevant to what they're covering. And when when this happens, they're gonna be more likely to mark your email as spam. And what happens when that happens is that your email deliverability score is going to decrease. And when that email deliverability score decreases, your press release will likely start landing in journalists' spam folders instead of their inboxes. And when that happens, obviously, you're just not going to get any coverage because journalists won't even see your press release to begin with. And we're talking about, the relevant journalists that you want to reach out to. So it's really a much better strategy to be targeted, be relevant, outreach only to the journalists that would be interested in featuring your story, and not just ones that, absolutely would have no interest. And one of the ways to ensure that the journalists you're targeting are really relevant is by looking at what they've already, been writing about, what they're covering. Are there specific industries, beats, or, how they call them, that they cover, and make sure that your story aligns with that. But the way you can also maximize the amount of coverage that your campaign gets is to do a campaign that covers multiple beats, multiple, industries. So, for example, you can, do a story like on the most budget friendly spring break destinations for families. Then you can cover travel. You can cover, parenting, families. There's so many different topics that particular campaign can tackle. So you can then outreach to a variety of different journalists that cover those topics. And I know that this could be easier said than done. So if you do need any digital PR help, feel free to get in touch with me, Gabby, Gabby, @Bright